the trash talk tailgate.
Strong right slot, Z right. Spider 2 wide banana seal.
You're going to call it like it's your favorite play you've ever gotten in your life.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin' Peters. With me, as always, I've got defensive backs, quality control coach, Dr. Preston Rowe. And it's Week 8 college football coverage. And this time, we've got the University of Virginia versus number 10, UNC. That's right. We got the Wahoos versus the Tar Heels. And this game was one of the big upsets of the week. Virginia came in 1-5. You know, one of the lowest rated teams in the ACC. North Carolina comes in 6-0, undefeated, number 10 team in the nation, looking good, and Virginia pulls the upset, getting out of there with a 31-27 win. They went into Chapel Hill and came out with the W. I mean, it was a crazy game. It really was, man.
It was, man. Dude, UVA was 24-point underdogs going into this game.
Yeah.
I mean, they were 1-5 coming into this game against the undefeated number 10 ranked North Carolina team. Like, this maybe was upset of the year potential in college football so far. Like, this was a huge upset. I mean, you know, but UVA, I don't like UVA. I'm a Virginia Tech fan. But I have to give UVA credit, Riley. They've been in a lot of really close, tough, hard-fought games this year. Obviously, you know, they're still dealing with the aftermath of, you know, November 13th of last year with the tragic shooting on campus, you know, with 3 of their football players. They just seem to be exhausted, and it feels like they've just been building slowly up towards a huge win like this. Because, dude, they lost to JMU by 1 point. Yeah. You know, they've been so close to getting a huge win to kind of, you know, catapult their program in the right direction. And you have to give Tony Elliott credit. You know, his guys, they believed that they could do this. Dude, I this game wasn't even on my radar, to be honest, because
for sure, dude. I didn't expect I am a fan of the University of Virginia, and I did not expect this game to come out like this. I mean,
no. This
game was on no one's radar. This was supposed to be, I mean, some would argue a North Carolina tune-up game. And maybe that was the mentality that they came in with, which you can never do.
No.
That's the thing about Division I football. These are all Division I athletes.
Exactly. And, dude, here's the thing. Like, to your point, man, that's a great point. The most frustrating thing and the most frustrating part of my job as a D1 football coach is that every single week it's the same kids, but they're completely different. Because they're 18 to 22-year-olds. You don't know. You know, like, you don't know. You know, one of them could have had a really bad breakup that week, and he's just out of it mentally. You know, like, he could have some family problems, you know, and they're still learning how to compartmentalize and how to, you know, deal with shit like that. And, you know, they've also got the stresses and the pressure of being, you know, the number 10 ranked football team in the country. You know, how do you handle that? How do you handle success? So that my point is, you know, these are kids, you know. Not all of them know how to handle that, and we shouldn't expect them to be able to handle that. You know, and so, like, that's why college football to me is the greatest sport, because literally anything can happen. You never know.
Yeah.
Like, you never know.
There really is, like, only a certain amount of teams are just different. Besides that, everyone else, like, you're really not on that crazy of a different playing field. You know? Like, maybe your ceilings might be significantly different, but, like, on a day in, day out, week in, week out basis, like, you know, this just shows, like, any I mean, it's the any given Saturday effect, I guess, in this case. Like,
Exactly.
you can't take a break on any team.
No.
Talent is everywhere. Even if a team can't necessarily win, doesn't mean that they're not talented. So you gotta prepare for every team. You gotta play to every team. You know, it's a plague of every half decent football team around the world at every level.
It's tough, man. It's really tough because, I mean, you know, a lot of people, us included, were saying, oh, is North Carolina going to play Florida State in the ACC championship game for a chance to go to the college football playoff? UVA, they don't have those expectations. You know, they're 1-5. This is their Super Bowl. Like, this is the biggest game left on their schedule in terms of a ranking perspective.
Yeah.
And they came out to fucking play. They hit UNC, in the mouth. They went up 14-7, you know, and they didn't let up. UNC threw some haymakers back, but UVA, they never folded. And you have to give them credit for that. After everything they've been through the past year, you have to give them credit. And they finally broke through and got a huge, huge victory. Dude, Mike Hollins, 15 carries, 66 yards, 3 tutties, Riley. 3 touchdowns.
Trey
3
tutties.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, dude, look at that. They're down 24-14. And they just kept fighting. They kept fighting. Dude, they had 228 yards rushing, and 3 rushing touchdowns, obviously. You know, offensive line really played well. Yeah. Averaged 4.2 yards on the ground. That'll win you a lot of football games, Riley.
Yes, sir. No, man. That'll get you to the promised land if you can keep it up. And, you know, this offensive line has had a lot of problems, and it's good to see them put together a good performance like this. It really is. Like, they bullied when it mattered, and I think that really kind of ended up being the icing, like the thing that really brought the win in is, like, just how imposing the offensive line was in the moments when they were needed.
Yeah.
And that's something that hasn't been the case, and it was good to see. Really good to see.
Yeah, man.
Makes you feel good hopeful for your squad.
You know, I mean, Tony Elliott, you know, he's definitely got, you know, a rather large hill to climb in terms of turning this program around.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is probably the last one of the season, folks.
I mean, I don't know, man. The Tech UVA rival, the Commonwealth Cup might be the toilet bowl this year, like, for real. We'll see. Fair. But, you know, on the flip side, North Carolina, Drake May, you know, a lot of people think he'll be a, you know, top 5 draft pick in this upcoming draft. 24-48, 347 yards, 2 touchdowns, also threw an interception. Also had, you know, a rushing touchdown. So he accounted for 3 touchdowns. But, dude, I mean, got to give credit to UVA's defense, man. I mean, they made it tough on Drake May. You know, he really wasn't that efficient. You know, a little over 50% passing completions. You know, a completion percentage, excuse me. It just, you know, had the game losing interception there in the fourth quarter. When it looked like UNC was gonna drive down and win the game with a Drake May touchdown drive. But, dude, you've got to give UVA's defense credit. They stepped up when they absolutely had to.
Absolutely. Pulled a very clutch interception.
Yes.
I mean, the only thing that could stop them was that, and they did it. There's nothing better than doing the thing that you need to do. True.
That's true, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
James Jackson had the interception. You want to just skip forward to that, or?
We can skip forward to that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna skip forward to that.
Yeah.
Boom.
There we go. Nope.
I was
Third
like
and
right
4.
there, right?
Yeah, because UVA, they're trying to run
Here we
the
go.
clock
Here it is.
out. Here we go.
Boom.
Drake May.
I
You know,
still
the
see your shadows in my room. Can't
But,
think
you
that
know-
the pick that you threw, dude.
James Jackson with the interception, but honestly, man, the play of that game, or the play that made that interception happen was the pressure off the edge to force Drake May. You know, they hit him as he threw the ball, and should be right after this.
Yeah, it is.
Watch the edge pressure right here on this play.
Number 1.
Yeah, man.
QB's Drake May's feeling the alarms. The bells are ringing. Ball's out, ball's up, ball's in our hands.
That pressure right there forced the interception.
And that
And, dude,
interception
UVA
is ball's game.
Yeah, man. UVA, they go on the road.
On the road.
This is a fun fact, Riley. You want to know a fun fact?
Give me a fun fact.
We talked about James Franklin in one of the other episodes this week. Tony Elliott now has more top 10 wins on the road than James Franklin does. Tony Elliott has 1. James Franklin has yet to win 1.
0.
0.
Hell yeah.
That's part of the reason why Penn State fans are so frustrated with him.
Part of the reason
But,
why Dabo Sweeney coaching tree. Anyways, this has been a great episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. Talk to us how you feel about this, our takes on this game. But most importantly, keep coming back. Keep watching the content. The rest of the games from this week. All the videos that we have out. As always, we appreciate you for watching. And I hope you enjoy the TTT, youtube.com/trashtalktailgate. This has been a wonderful episode, but we got to clean up and get out of here, y'all. Peace.